Alright guys, thank you for joining me again. So in this episode I'll be talking about having a community to rely upon. Like when you have a community that you can rely upon, it's a very big cheat code for you in life. In terms of success, in terms of going forward, productivity and anything like that. Because when you have a community, it kind of fast tracks things for you, makes things easy for you. It's more like saying, okay, for example, you have a company and then you have staffs that work for you. Now those staffs are able to make things easy for you. You don't really have to be every place at every point in time. You don't have to talk to every customer. You don't have to be involved in all the production process. You have those that you can delegate things to and they can help you achieve it. Meanwhile, they are all still trying to achieve the same goal or the same idea that you have in mind, you being the owner of the whole idea in the first place. So having a community is a cheat code because it can make life easy for you. And community, as we know, aside from it being a physical thing, in terms of online community, because that is the easiest way to kind of look at it these days. Online community that we have, either your followers on Facebook, your Instagram followers on Twitter, or even subscribers on YouTube, any platform that you choose to put in your energy and time and put out resources, and you get those that are interested in what you talk about, in what you sell, or in what you promote, or the ideology you're trying to extend. Anybody that likes it and decide to come on board to follow you, so as to get more updates, those people form a part of the community that I'm talking about. And that is why you see like big influencers, when they come online, they be like, hey guys, hey friends, and things like that. They speak to people, even though when they are making those videos, for example, when they're making a YouTube video, there is nobody right there with them in the studio. They're actually just looking at the camera, but they will still address the camera as if they're addressing people, because they know that at the other end of it, when it gets posted, people are going to watch it. Those people that are going to watch it are the people that they're actually speaking to. At the time of production, those people are not there, but they still assuming. So that's the kind of community I'm talking about. Those that are there for you, those that when you pass out the message, they are there to consume it, and then you can actually ask them questions and they'll respond. And that is why you see these days now, things like going live, streaming live is actually a very, very popular method of growing account. Take for example YouTube accounts, Twitch, even Instagram. When you go live, you attract new people into your site. Those that don't even know it before, when they see, okay, this guy is going live now, or someone tagged him and they're able to get online, and then they hear your version of your ideas of things, they can decide to now jump on, I'm gonna follow you, and then get to learn more about you. So that way you build a strong community. Of course, having followers that are not genuine doesn't count. And to say this now, I know some people are going to say what's their followers? Having a follower, you have a follower. Like, I'm talking about those that bought followings. We know how these things are done on Instagram and Twitter. They buy followings. Now, the danger or the implication of that is that when you buy those followings, those people that did that just did it for money. People that are following you are not following you because they really want to listen to you. They're not following you because they like you. They're not following you because they like your ideology. Most of the accounts that will be following, when you buy following, they are all bots, or at least a huge percentage of them are bots. And that means they can't really add any human value to you following you. Maybe they can do normal bot generated comments and liking your pictures and all of that, but the engagement will not be as good as having real humans following you. So when you have real humans following you because you produce content, because you produce value, because you give them what they want, or you give them an idea or share an idea of what they relate to, those are the real communities. And that is why when you see people make videos, they say, okay, hey guys, hey friends, they speak to those people like people they know. And a lot of times they might not have met these people in physical engagement. These are all things that are done online, but because they have been following them, when they post content, they make comments, give them feedback on their content, so they become a part and parcel of the branding that they are building. So in this case now, talking about a community is a cheat code. By that I mean that when you have a community, like Russell Brunson said, he tweeted this about sometimes they're talking about, when you have an audience, you ask the audience what they want, and then when they tell you what they want, you go and produce that product and then you sell to them. That's the easiest way to go about it in business, rather than producing a product and then going to look for an audience to sell it. But if you already have an audience that you have built, maybe because you post online setting, maybe because you have clean pictures, maybe because you have a nice body shape, maybe you fit and people follow you for that, maybe because you give gems, you drop gems, business gems, ideas, and advice and steady, and people like that and they follow you, and eventually you have built a tribe of people that like you. And then one day you just you come up and then you ask them, what would you want from me? I'm always looking for ways to give back, so what would you want to get from me? And they tell you the kind of thing they want. Or maybe they keep asking you, what gym do you use? Depending on whatever thing that attracted them to you, they might start asking you questions. So from the feedback you get from them, you can build a product, then you sell the product. That goes like fire. It's a very, very easy way to sell product, which is by extension a cheat code to do that. Someone like Logan Paul did that, and a lot of other big creators online on YouTube and Twitter have done that, and they are still doing that. And that is why I said that having a community is a cheat code, because for those that don't have the same community as someone that has a lot of people, a community following them, if you have a product, it's going to be difficult for you to move that product. And in that case, you have to resort to paid advertising, and then the ROAS and everything at the end of the day might not really make sense, especially if it's a new product and you are not even sure people like it. You're not even sure if it's going to be accepted like that. But when you have a community, you can test out the product, and that is where people do pre-orders. You test out the product. You tell them, okay, I'm giving this out to 10 people, and then give me feedback. Give me a honest feedback on what you think about this product. Now, when they give you feedback, you use the feedback to rework the product, and then you send it back now with a price, or you even ask them, at what price range will you buy this product if I put it out? Sometimes they tell you directly, and then from that you work out the range. So in that case, it cuts the product selling process in half. It makes it way easy for you because you have those that are ready. You have those that already trust you, those that are part of your community. Because if they don't trust you, they don't like you, if they don't engage with you, why are they following you? Of course, we know we have a minority of those that will follow you just to watch you fall. Of course, there will always be a percentage of those that will follow you, not because they like you, but because they just want to maybe either copy what you are doing, or maybe just watch you make a mistake so that they can use it to also post on their own channels and trend. And so, but the large majority of those that follow you will follow you because of the value you provide for them. You think about it. Those you subscribe to on YouTube, those you follow on Twitter, those you follow on Instagram and Facebook, why exactly are you following them? What was the thing? What was the thing that made you to follow them? A lot of times it's because maybe you watched a piece of their content, or you read something they wrote, a thread or whatever article they wrote, and then you feel compelled. You feel like, okay, this was informative, I really enjoyed it, and I really want more of this. You follow them or you subscribe to their channel. So that is the main reason. And because you liked what they did, that becomes a connection between you and them. When they put out more, you now know the way they think, and eventually you know what to expect from them. And that is it. You build a connection, interact with them, send DMs, engage with their product. So that is how having a community can actually be a cheat code. And that is why it's good if you are going to business, any product, especially your services, like those doing copywriting. A lot of people doing copywriting on Twitter. Of course, it depends on how you are moving on the space. Before, I just go on Twitter and check out things and then move on. But now I'm trying to delve into that aspect of the copywriting and knowing more about the nitty-gritty and how this thing works online. And I'm seeing a lot of guys in that space, like what you focus on expands. So I'm beginning to see a lot of guys in that space, which I hitherto did not even know that they existed. But now that I'm going deeper into that, I'm seeing that. And I'm saying that, okay, these guys, a lot of things they are doing, they are all trying to build a community. That's just what they are doing. Now, looking at talking about getting the followers they got, the engagement they get, the impression they get, and then from there talking about giving out the free ebook, getting more likes, getting more followers, and then asking people to join their newsletter. They eventually from there they sell products, they sell their services, things like that, sending cold DM. So this is how they do it. You first of all build a community, but of course there's this thing about you don't have to have 1 million followers before you start selling. Even just 10 followers that are genuine, 20 followers that are genuine, you can start selling to them. But it becomes a problem of trying to go too fast, and when you focus on the product go too fast without actually building a community, those that are coming that are supposed to follow you because they like the content you put out will now be reluctant to follow you because they think, oh, this guy is going to be salesy, doesn't have a product, he doesn't have a good audience yet, he's already selling. So for that reason, it's better you build a good audience first, build a good following, a large following right now, and then you can now sell something to them. So that is an explanation to this, and that's what I actually think about this. Let me know what you think about the community being a cheat code, and how you can leverage communities in whatever industry that you are. Let me know what your ideas are on this. Leave me a comment in the comment section, depending on where you're listening to this or watching this. Just engage with it and let me know. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.